Hello, and welcome to the Pottervision podcast. The podcast where every other week, myself, Lucas Kirkby, and another man in a Scottish city, Tom Lawrenson, we read a chapter of the Harry Potter books and then we discuss it in great literary detail. This week we're on episode 146, and it's chapter 11 of book 6, Hermione's Helping Hand. Now, Tom, have you helped anyone today? Have you given anybody a helping hand?
Are you asking me whether I've tossed anyone off today?
That is not what I'm asking.
You are crass, you are vulgar, and I don't know what is going on with you today.
A very amusing misunderstanding to start the podcast off with.
Should old acquaintance be forgotten? I met Rory last night from Television 1.
Hey, Rory from Television 1.
After we'd done our gigs, and we went into this Irish pub. And, really great place, honestly.
Yeah.
Atmosphere. There's a band, people with double bass.
Hey, that's good. You know Irish music.
To be honest,
Ireland.
the music did not sound like what I'm doing. I think I immediately got confused with the Aristocats. Will you forgive me?
Well, it's Thomas O'Malley. That's an Irish name, isn't it?
And it was really like the lady behind the bar. She had real good attitude because she won't take any shit from anyone. A guy came in, and he was waiting to be served, and he was just pointing an empty glass at her, and she was like, "You'll get nowhere with no manners in here." And she was like, "And for that, I'm serving everybody before you." And she started serving people before him. I was like, "That's good." And I liked it because I was in her favour.
Yeah, she likes me.
And then,
how did he react? The rude person.
He was like, "I do not mean to be disrespectful." And then she went, "Then don't be."
Good. Some people need telling, don't they?
And then, at midnight, another barman went outside to put some bins out. She rang a bell and said, "You all listen up here. That man who's just gone outside, it's his birthday. And when he walks back out through the door, we're all going to sing happy birthday to him." And he walks back through the door and everyone starts singing happy birthday. Happy birthday. And then when it gets to happy birthday, dear, nobody knows his name. Everyone looks at her and she goes, "Mark."
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. And I started singing Old Lang Syne a bit. Should old acquaint... No one like that.
Yeah. Oh. In Ireland, I thought they'd have got into that a bit more.
Well, I'm in Scotland.
Oh. But an Irish pub, it's a hint of Ireland, isn't it? All the walls are covered in random things, so you can't see the wallpaper. Things hanging from the ceiling, and a good time had by all. Traditional Irish pub. Very good. Speaking of rudeness, you were on about that rude man. Martina and I went shopping the other day, and there were two rude people working in the shopping centre, would you believe?
No.
I needed to buy some new trainers, and so I bought some trainers, found some nice ones, and I get to the counter. I go, "I'd like those trainers, please." And he goes, "Do you want a bag?" And I went, no, I'm all right for a bag. And then Martina goes, "Oh, actually, we should have one because we're going shopping." And the counter goes, "Oh, well, the boss says you need a bag." And then he goes to get a carrier bag.
Yeah.
Cheeky devil. And then later, I fancy a little drink, if you know what I mean.
You want to get pissed, yeah?
No, non-alcoholic, of course. So,
He goes,
I'll
"I
go to
want
this
to get a
place."
drink," if you know what I mean. He gets a nice big bottle of scotch in a brown bag. He lays down in the gutter and he just starts supping away. But please continue.
Supping away, random exclamations about some war. Hey, yeah, so I ask. I go to this, it does like food and stuff, but I just want a drink. So I said, so I wait in the queue, and he goes, what do you want? And I said, I'll just have a drink, please. I'll have a mezzo mix. It's a cola and orange flavoured drink. Very
This
nice.
fucking guy in Mezzo Mix.
It's very good. So I said, I'll just have a mezzo mix. And he goes, huh? Nothing to eat? And I went, no, just a drink. So he goes, all right. So he goes in the fridge, gets a drink, snaps the bottle top off, and he goes, that'll be $2.50.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, oh, I'd like to pay with card, please. And he
Card,
goes,
please?
You want to pay? I want a card, please.
Oh, please, look, you said peas.
No, I didn't say please. I said please. I said, I'd like to pay with card, please. And he goes, huh? You want to pay with card for €2.50? And I said, yeah, well, I don't have any money on me. And he goes like this with the bottle. He pulls the bottle away and he goes, well, go and get some then. Holding the bottle out of my reach as if I'm going to try and snatch it off him.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to go to Martina. I said, Martina, I need €2.50. The man's being mean to me. And she was like, well, why don't you just not buy the drink? And I was like, well, he's already snapped the lid off.
That's his choice.
I know that's his choice, but I felt bad because then it's like, I don't know.
He could have let you pay on card. He's been unreasonable.
You're right. But in such a situation, it's hard to think quickly like you.
So when did you meet the rude people? When did they come into this story?
They were both rude. Don't you
Oh,
think
them
you put it
people, those two stories you just told me?
in? Yeah.
Right.
Right, excuse me. If you'd have had those two experiences yourself, you'd have been kicking up such a fuss. You'd have wished death upon those two people before you'd even left the shop.
What?
Yeah, you.
What?
Yeah, twat.
You accuse me of that. I'll wish death upon you.
Exactly. My point proven.
Well, he's done me there. he's done me there.
But yeah, I got a very nice pair of trainers for €35. And then yeah, we bought some Dunkin' Donuts for the family. And us.
I like Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, great. Krispy Kreme, even better. Tim Hortons, dog shit. You heard it here first. Tim Hortons donuts are trash. They taste like bread. It's probably Americans going, oh, they're nice over here, or Canadians going, oh, they're nice over here. Well, guess what? In a little place I like to call the United Kingdom, because that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't call it for any other reason. They make trash donuts, and I can't believe they're still open.
Yeah. Bloody hell. But, so that would be your medal giving. You'd give gold to Krispy Kreme, silver to Dunkin' Donuts, and bronze to Tim Hortons.
No one give bronze.
Oh, who are you giving bronze to?
Oh, well, I think gold goes to Morrison's for their pack of donuts for £1.
Right.
They're donuts.
Krispy Kreme. I know you do over 100 variety. I know the texture's fantastic and the taste is amazing. But on the basis that you can get 5 for £1, the gold medal goes to Morrison's.
Must every podcast start with a big argument? We're having another screaming match over donuts.
I thought it was a rather pleasant discussion.
Morrison's have got the fluffiest, loveliest, dough texture of donuts in the land. They're brilliant.
Yeah.
No one comes close.
Right.
Tesco, Asda, Sainsbury's.
Yeah, Morrison's are kings. I tell you what, Morrison's also do a fantastic salad bar, I think, as well.
Yeah, you know.
You know, salad, bacon bits,
Egg,
crisps,
boiled eggs, pasta, raw onion, Thousand Island sauce. Salad.
Salad. Yeah, I'm on a health kick.
I might just get a salad. Let's have a look here. A couple of eggs.
Very good. Have you been watching the Olympics, speaking of medals?
No. I saw a bit yesterday, a bit of gymnastics, and I was like, I might watch this, because this looks actually... I didn't realise they were doing things you couldn't imagine.
Oh, like what were they doing?
Flips and spins.
I can imagine that. I think when I'm thinking of gymnastics, I can imagine a flip and a spin. I know. But I always think, like, how do they even judge that?
Have you been watching the Olympics?
I've like flicked it on a couple of times, but it's always been swimming, and I find swimming very boring.
Who'd you root for? GB? DE?
Not really. I'm not really bothered. I just like to see whoever's the quickest or the whatever, you know.
You're a non-sexual voyeur.
Excuse you?
That's a compliment. Would you not agree?
Oh, thank you. Well, explain a bit more.
So, you like to watch...
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not rooting for anyone in particular.
Yeah.
You're just enjoying the observing of it all.
And you'd call that a voyeur, would you?
A
Somebody just likes to watch
non-sexual one.
sports. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Lewis Shaw likes football, but he doesn't root for any team.
Yeah. Yeah. I think with individual sports, I like rooting for people in the snooker and the darts,
Yeah.
in the tennis. But I think the Olympics, you just have a look and you're like, I wonder who the fastest person in the world is. And then you watch the 100 metres and you're like, bloody hell, it was him or it was her. That's good. But then, yeah, I don't know. Some sports are a bit boring though, aren't they? But it is fun seeing somebody jump around and topple around in the air. I couldn't do that.
Fun. So I'm now in Edinburgh.
You are in Edinburgh, and you told me you've done your first preview show.
I drove up here, I think Wednesday morning. Got in my car 6 a.m. Set off.
Yeah.
Drove up here. It's been smooth sailing. Yeah, I went out for I went to this place and I got a chicken curry. I think it was like a Japanese place. Lucas, it was trash.
Oh no.
My first meal. Oh.
Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of dining out, so it's not good to start on a bad one.
I'm eating, and I'm like, there was no salt about. She comes over, she's like, is everything okay? I was like, can I have some salt? And she was like, salt? It's like, yeah, there's no taste to this. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
The fact they didn't, no one ever asked for salt, so she had to bring out salt in a little bowl.
Yeah.
For me to use my fingers rather than a little shaker. And then I had it, and it was fine. And then at the end when I was paying, she was like, how was it? I went, brilliant.
It was lovely, thank you.
Because
Martina and I went to the... Oh yeah, go on.
I was just about to say, where am I going to go from there? Like, I'm going to go, well, to be honest, that needs improving. Because why didn't you say anything at the beginning of the meal? Don't know.
Yeah.
And even if I had at the beginning of the meal gone, this isn't very nice, and then have to wait around for another meal to be cooked. What?
Yeah, that's no good, is it? What advice would you have given them if you'd given constructive feedback?
I'd go, bring out the recipe.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Oh, no, go on to two eggs, carry the one, blah, 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 nutmeg, ginger. That's what I think of your recipe, right? Bring out the chef. I've ripped up your recipe, chef. Oh, I've memorised it. Come here. Get that out of your
eggs,
head.
carry the one.
2 eggs.
How many of these do you need? 2. Oh, he has memorised it as well. Oh.
What were you saying about you and Martina?
Martina and I went to a very nice restaurant called Kokono, and they do Asian things. Would you believe it? I ordered something I wouldn't normally choose. And it was called white fungus. I thought, that doesn't sound very nice. But then Martina was like, Liam might like that. So I thought, I might try the white fungus. So I said, excuse me, do you have white fungus? And they said, I beg your pardon. I said, no, it's in the menu. And they went, oh yeah, we've got white fungus. Can I tell you, it was very delicious. I don't know how to... I was expecting a mushroom type thing, you know, because of fungal.
Yeah.
But it was like, I can only describe it as looking like a scrunched up sponge. But it was crunchy and it tasted, I don't know, like halfway between a mushroom and a lettuce.
Halfway between a mushroom and a lettuce?
Yeah. And then it was that mixed in with like mushrooms and vegetables. Oh, and they did. Was it sweet and sour? Edamame beans. And that was also very nice as well, in a lovely sauce.
Well, it wouldn't be nice for me. I don't like sweet and sour. So that's only nice
right.
for you, not for me.
All right, sorry. Only nice for me then. But yeah, yeah, it was nice. And the service was one of the best dining experiences I think I've ever had. It was fantastic.
Was it expensive?
It was expensive, but it was worth it as a treat.
Yeah. How's the job hunt going?
It's all right, yeah. I've had a
they might go out for a nice expensive meal. I only had 25 of those when I was in the UK.
You know, a little treat for me. It's been a couple of days.
Listen,
yeah, the
I
job
know
hunt's going all right.
I know Martina deserves a meal, right? She deserves a meal. This is what I want to happen next time.
Yeah.
Martina goes in the restaurant, asks for a window seat. You accompany her, but on the outside of the building like Top Cat. You sit on top of a bin, and eat a little packed lunch next to Martina, who's in the restaurant.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Oh. Does she not even get to pass me scraps through the window?
No. You're out of your mind.
I don't want to be Top Cat with a packed lunch.
How many treats can one man have?
Ah. All right. Packed lunch it is then. Sit on top of a bin. But yeah, I've had 2 job interviews this week that have gone well. I don't know if they're the jobs for me.
What kind of jobs are there?
One was like a tuition thing to do with maths, and then another one was like being a financial advisor for people who want to do... Well, I don't think it exists in Germany. In the UK, I mean. But for Bauspar, which is basically you invest in like buying a house in the future.
Oh.
So you put money in and then they also give you a loan and it all goes into one thing that you slowly pay off.
Oh.
So it's like a mortgage but before you've bought the house.
Oh. Like an ISA?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe like an ISA.
Like a help to buy ISA?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, so that I'm still looking for other stuff as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We've got another thing next Tuesday. And yeah, hopefully my labour will bear fruit.
How... I had shortbread for breakfast.
Oh, 1 piece or 2?
5.
5. He's in Scotland. He's already on the shortbreads.
I'm in Scotland.
Soon he'll be having a tatty dog with neeps.
I do as the Scottish do.
Yeah. He's been for a drink and he's eating a shortbread. What more? What more can you do?
Excuse me, we find that offensive. Oh.
Well, we weren't talking about Ireland. We're talking about Scotland.
Yes, that's right. This is a Scottish accent.
Oh, sorry.
Is it? Is that Scottish? I don't know.
It's not. It's Irish. Well, something resembling an Irish accent. Anyway.
How do you get yourself into it in a Scottish accent? McGonagall.
An accent for me normally starts off with a little noise that gears me into it. So for Scottish, like, okay, do.
Donkey's a
And
good.
For Welsh, it's like, hello, I'm from North Wales.
Well, you are Welsh. That's you anyway.
No. I don't know, yeah, I feel like a noise or like one specific word gets you into it.
Yeah, that's true. If I ever want to do a thick mank one, I have to go like this. Ah!
Oh, you know.
Oh, you do that far.
Yeah, Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good trick. I remember hearing in an interview that someone just like, I think it was Michael Sheen, if he ever has to get into an accent, he just watches loads of TV shows and stuff from that and just like absorbs it in.
You are
It's quite
obsessed
true,
with
'cause
Michael Sheen.
I'm not obsessed with Michael Sheen.
You look like him. You're watching interviews with him, and
I look like him and I watch it. Right, looking like someone does not mean you're obsessed with them.
well, I feel like you're going out of your way to look like him.
You've got me there.
Do you not think?
I walk into the barbers and I hand them a picture of Michael Sheen and I go, I want that.
Am I thinking of the right person?
I think so.
Have I said you look like Michael Sheen before?
Maybe. I've been told I look like Michael Sheen and I've been told I look like Brian Clough.
You do look like Michael Sheen with a beard. It's so funny.
Michael Sheen with a beard.
Do you know
But it's
people
funny
tell
because Michael Sheen actually played Brian Clough in a film.
Brian Clough? Right, let's look at Brian. Who do you think I look like?
I think you look a bit like, what's he called? Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom. Let's have a look at him. Now or when he was young?
Oh, yeah, well, when he was young, of course.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
In fact, when he was a baby.
Oh, does this remind you of Orlando Bloom when he was a baby?
Yeah.
Go go caca.
People watching on screen will see that I'm being constantly attacked by a naughty fly.
Have a shower.
Oh, he's rude, isn't he, listeners?
You laughed.
Yeah, I did laugh. Yeah, very funny. Very funny.
Do you know, because of peaking with audio, when you laugh, I don't hear it. I just have to go off your face that you're enjoying it. Because it just
Yeah.
makes you go silent. So you're just like...
I thought you were on about the ancient Chinese town of Peking. Like,
Did you
'cause of
really?
Peking.
Did you really, when I said the audio peaking, you thought, are you talking about the ancient Chinese town of Peking? Yes.
No, I thought you were, I think it's now known as, is it what Beijing used to be called? Either Beijing or Shanghai. But anyway, it's because you were like, because of Peking. I was like, what's this going to be?
Do you remember John
Mystery.
Martin? Do you remember John Martin had that joke where he'd go, the other morning I was getting changed and a certain water-based bird was looking at me through the window and I thought to myself, Peking duck?
Hey, very good.
A duck just like...
Oh. Oh.
Duck's looking at you going, no, you're looking at the duck going, pervert. And he's like, coming from the voyeur?
The non-sexual one, thank you.
People watcher, innit?
People watch.
You watch the Olympics just for people watching?
I do like people watching, yeah. It's good. The world is a fascinating place. And there's lots of very interesting individuals if you look out for them.
Name 3.
Name 3. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
How do you know about her?
What? I
How
just don't think of a random person.
Have you ever heard of Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Well, I know people, actors, actresses.
How do you know? You only know UK celebs. Sorry, UK celebs that have never left the UK.
All right. What about
Who've come to fame?
Larry King?
Who've come to fame through The X Factor and Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah. I know
Or-
lots of American stars.
Or that have been showcased on Harry Hill's TV Burp.
I've got a knowledge of American celebrities. What about
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean or
I know.
Jeff Daniels?
To be fair, Mr. Bean did go to America. Yeah, he's got me there.
Yeah, we got you there. He did go to America.
You watch mostly UK comedy.
Yeah, if I ever do, I don't watch a lot of comedy these days. But yeah, if I do watch comedy, it will be UK comedy. I don't watch, although I have enjoyed watching Curb Your Enthusiasm recently, and that's American,
true.
isn't it?
That's true. Listeners would be surprised to hear that Lucas has only ever seen in his life about 10 episodes of The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's probably about true. Yeah, yeah. And do you know what the funny thing is? I've always thoroughly enjoyed it. I've just never.
Oh, what a romp! Well, see you next year.
Yeah, it just stops there. But I really do like The Simpsons.
When me and Lucas met and we'd talk about comedy, and I'd be like, oh, there's a series called Peep Show, and he's like, is there? And I'm like, yeah, there's an American series called Curb Enthusiasm. He's like, ooh, and I'm like, what shows do you like? He's like, oh, there's a show called Monty Python's Flying Circus. The two Ronnies are quite good. Have you seen Open All Hours? Yeah, these are all good. Victoria Wood, watch out for her. She's an up and comer.
There's a brand new show called Dinner Ladies. Well, that's 20 years old now. I like it though.
French and Saunders, you're gonna like them.
Well, I like what I like, and a man should not be ashamed of liking what he likes.
If that's a
if
crime,
I may say so.
If that's a crime, lock him up. If that's a crime,
Yeah. If that's a crime, my hands are ready for the handcuffs.
Go on, cuff him. Put your hands up, Lucas, so he can be cuffed.
Cuff me.
Right, he's cuffed. Right, put him in the slammer. Locked him in there. Oh, we didn't take the handcuffs on. He's in the slammer. Oh no, he's in there with all the wrong guns. The murderers.
Oh no, I can't defend myself.
But you're just
a two-hand punch.
You're just as bad as us with your UK comedy interests.
I'm not serial murderer. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been up to really. Hey, I got my suitcase back. Did I tell you?
Suitcase back. Suitcase back. Where did it go?
Well, I flew back from the UK to Germany, and I was in Munich, and I was watching the suitcases going round the little belt.
La 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 la.
Would you know, mine was not there. And then I was still waiting, and then a guy turned up and went, "What you doing? It's finished."
What you doing? It's finished.
And I was like, well, it's finished. What about my suitcase? And he was like, go to Lost Property. So I went to Lost Property, which was a machine. And I had to type in all the details. And then they were like, we'll let you know within 5 days. And then it'd been about 5 days. And they hadn't let me know. And then yesterday, Martina's sister sent a message saying, there's a package for Lucas. And she sends a picture, and it's in an enormous cardboard box. Now, I'd not put two and two together. I was like, ooh, has my mum sent me a big gift? I was like, I haven't ordered anything. What's this? And it's a box the size of a suitcase. What has my mummy bought me today? And it was only when I went up to it, I was like, oh no, this is actually my suitcase. Mother, you are getting some thank you flowers, but
throw them away. Disregard those.
Throw them away. It was for a gift I thought you'd bought me.
Sending out thank you flowers before you'd even opened the gift. Oh, Mother, you've made me the happiest boy in the world. A collection of bowling balls, pins. Oh, and my own little lane. Oh, I'm gonna have the best summer in the world. Oh, postman, bring that back.
Oh, it's only my own possessions. Mother, I thought you'd bought me a mini chaise longue.
And am I right in thinking, did you wash your clothes when you were in Wales, or did you take dirty clothes back home?
Yes to both. So yeah, I did do a wash. But
yes to both.
But I had a couple of leftover washing
Yes,
from
to
the last couple
both.
of
I
days.
must stress, yes, to both, Your Honour.
Correct on both counts, my lord. Yeah. So yeah, put a wash on yesterday, and then yeah, everything clean now.
Good boy.
Yes. And finally, well, I thought I was going to lose 2 Harry Potter books in a row, because I lost the 5th book on the train a couple of years ago, and then I had the 6th book in that suitcase. I thought, bloody hell, I'm losing every book in the series.
Shit.
But I've got it back now, just in time for the podcast.
That's good.
Would you like a rundown?
Yes, please. Do your best.
I will. I always try my best. Chapter 11. Hermione's Helping Hand. It's time for the Gryffindor Quidditch trials, and everybody's there excited. But a lot of kids are there just to see Harry Potter. There are some kids that aren't even in Gryffindor, there are some giggling girls, and there's also some first years that can't even do one lap of the pitch, useless plebs. But anyway, Harry narrows them down to some good ones, and he chooses them. Ginny gets in, Katie Bell gets in, and finally it's time to decide the keeper, and it's Ron versus Cormac McLaggen. And he's a bit cocky, him, Cormac McLaggen. So Ron gets all 5 of his saves every ball. And Cormac McLaggen does the first 4 saves, but then the last save, it goes the wrong way, and he's like, ooh, all confused and confounded, if you'd believe it. Almost as if he was under some kind of spell. Anyway, turns out Hermione did it. She cursed him with a confundus charm so that Ron would be able to be the keeper once again for Gryffindor.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
I don't know we were doing that. Then they're back to, they go to see Hagrid, who's in a mood. And then it turns out he's upset because Aragog's dying. His big spider mate's poorly and he's going to pop his clog soon. So that's why he's annoyed. Not just that Harry, Ron and Hermione have not taken his subject, but that his pet spider is about to kick the bucket. And that is Hermione's helping hand.
What's funny is when Aragog's mentioned, I forget about the Aragog from the actual books and I think of just Aragog from the Pottervision live show.
For those of you who've not seen it, this is Tom Lawrenson in full black outfits, balaclava. He's got antennae with eyes on the end of them, and he's got 6 white gloves coming out of his body and 2 white shoes on. It is beautiful. I've never seen you look so gorgeous as you do when you're dressed up as Aragog.
Thank you. But also,
you're a credit to the male species.
Oh, when my face is covered.
Oh,
You cheeky.
he's got me there, listeners.
You cheeky little shit you are.
You cheeky little shit. Yeah. So, they have 3 periods where they have to do loads of homework. And I enjoyed that about A-level. Did you like all your free time that you got as a 6th form student?
I didn't get that much free time.
Didn't you?
No, when I'd have free time, I'd probably go sit in my car or I'd go to the library and instead of doing work, just go on IMDb and memorise trivia.
Well, I remember we used to have like 2, there were like 5 lessons in a day, and we used to get like 2 of them off. And there was like a 6th form common room where everyone would just like chill out and not do any work. And that was great. Had a good old time, having a bit of a laugh, and that's a daft laugh.
That's good.
Yeah. But I think, I quite enjoyed, because I remember being in class being like, oh, either this is a bit too slow or a bit too fast. And so when you on your own, you can do stuff at your own pace. And I quite like learning out of a book as well.
Yeah.
Did you like learning out of a book, or did you prefer your lessons?
Listen, I've not thought about 6th form in years, and 6th form was stupid, yeah? It
Oh.
was a waste of time, shouldn't have gone. Hated it there. Hate all the people who went there, and I don't say that word lightly.
All right, thank you so much, Tom Lawrenson. Now, later on, we'll be having another interview with with Tom about his childhood. Good.
What is that a parody of?
Well, I was just taking the piss out of your negative answer to the question. As if you were an interview guest. I hated going. It was a waste of time, and I didn't like it.
Overcrowded. Yeah. Any funny stories?
Overcrowded.
No funny. Not one funny story.
Oh, what a shame.
The issue is, you leave high school, and then because you go into sixth form and you've seen skins and stuff, you immediately think you're an adult and stuff, and cockiness gets the better of you. And I think it's really bad. And then it takes you years to level out and be like, oof, what was all that about?
Yeah. Teenager, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, it does take a while, doesn't it? I feel like uni levels you out a bit. Because you go into a bigger pond, don't you?
Kind of.
Being the big fish to a small little fish.
But you had a different experience to everyone on Earth. You went to uni and then made a friend of every age group in the entire world. You had your uni mates who were like 18, 19, 20, 21. And then you made a friend in comedy from the ages of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Like little world boy who, like, I don't know.
I don't think I cracked a 90-year-old.
Crack one.
But yeah, you might be right. Everything under that.
And you're funny as well, because you'd go to like worst comedy night and then you turn to men in their 40s and go, will you give me a lift home?
Why not? We always laugh about my 21st birthday. Because I'd be introducing my mum and dad to all these friends that I'd made at uni.
What friends have you made at uni, Lucas?
Middle-aged men that I'd met through comedy.
Who weren't even, I don't know, who weren't that committed to comedy, and they had day jobs, and they were more focused about the day jobs.
Yeah. Well, do you like my new friends, mum and dad?
19-year-old boy. This man's...
They should be our friends.
This man's older than me. I know, isn't it great?
He never asked for petrol money. Oh, that's good. Oh, I think we're bringing you back to Wales, Sunshine.
No, I don't like it there.
But you know what? I think my childhood started that because I grew up on an estate where not only was I the youngest person on the estate, but the second youngest was my mum and dad.
Oh, that's funny.
Because it was like a little cul-de-sac full of the elderly. So I was just surrounded by old people.
And
so maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know.
I grew up at a time in Spain where I was surrounded by, at school, Spanish, but like where we lived, Swedish, Germans, English holidaymakers, there's some Chinese people from China.
Mm-hmm.
Once, for some reason, I was a weird little boy, about 8 years old. I was like, my parents all went to the my family, they leave me at home alone all the time. They all went to the shops, and I was like, right, about time I got some sunbathing in. And I lay on a sun lounger, like, not in a private garden, just in front of the house.
Yeah.
And like, was in like a little bikini. Not a bikini, I don't know why I said bikini. I was in little pair of swimming trunks. I was like, time to do some bloody sunbathing. And then there was a window, this house facing me, and I just saw this man watching me through the window.
Oh, that's not nice.
And I'd turn the sun lounge around, and then I'd like leave it a bit and I'd look round. It's still there watching. Little boy sunbathing.
Oh, that's horrible. You never seen an 8-year-old topping up their tan before? It's rather odd.
Do you not think that's a funny story?
It's a bit disturbing.
For you to tell me horrible when I tell you one of my fondest memories is it's a crushing blow, that, to be honest.
Oh, God. I'd be freaked out by that.
I'll freak you out in a minute.
Oh, I'm freaked out, listeners. He's pulled funny faces at me. Hey, these magic lessons...
Have you got any stories like that of a man watching you someday?
No, I haven't. No. Thankfully, nothing like that happened to me. But yeah, this bloody magic school known as Hogwarts. They're learning these non-verbal spells. Everyone keeps going on about them. And I'm thinking maybe that's going to have a big role to play in the book, do you reckon? A non-verbal spell might have to be cast in a dangerous moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. A non-verbal spell might be cast. It's called foreshadowing, listeners. Yeah? Don't have a gun in Act 1 unless you're going to shoot it by Act 5. Yeah? They're going on about these non-verbal spells.
Have you read that?
It's a famous writing thing, isn't it? Yeah? You shouldn't set something up if there's not going to be a payoff.
Oh, I'll set you up in a minute.
Yeah, imagine you're watching a play, yeah, you see a great big juicy gun on the table, great bloody thick one like that.
Great bloody thick one like that.
And then the guy's going, oh, I'm going to shoot you in a minute. In your head, you're thinking, he's going to shoot someone in a minute. So imagine, you've gone through the first half, there's been an interval, you've gone through the second half, and by the end of it, nobody shot anybody. You'd think, well, what the bloody hell was that gun for then?
Yeah, what the bloody hell was that gun for then?
Yeah, and it's the same here with these non-verbal spells.
God, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad you agree, because I found it fascinating too.
Stan Shumpike has been arrested. That's mental, man.
It is, actually. Because he didn't give off any Death Eater vibes on the bus, did he?
Yeah, he was nasty.
Was he? Oh, I thought he was just a bit of a spotty teenage.
What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? What are you poo-poo-wee-wee?
What are you poo-poo-wee-wee for then? Oh, Betty. Sorry, can you not say Betty? That's not... We're not filming Some Mothers Do Have Them.
Bloody, this guy's
Another one
references.
of my favourite modern sitcoms. Stan Shumpike is about to go under a trolley, under a moving van on his skates. Right. Yeah, it's all a bit scary, isn't it? People getting arrested. Someone's mum's been killed. I can't remember whose mum it was. Hannah Abbott's mum has been brutally murdered.
And that is completely swept away like it was nothing. Hannah Abbott's mother's found dead. Not seen her since. That's it. He's going to say that, and then no sorrow for Hannah or a mother.
Yeah.
Harry,
Harry's
parents got murdered, and he's not shut up about it for 17 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And our poor Hannah, because that could have been a really gripping end to a chapter. You know, they're in the middle of lessons, and suddenly she gets pulled out of lesson, and Harry overhears it 'cause he's coming back from the toilet that her mum's been murdered. And that'd be like a big dun 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 EastEnders duff moment.
Dun 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 dun. I've just bought a brand new car. I took it down the arches, and Phil tried to mend it. Anyone can fall in love. Life is all about having a baby.
That's Anita Dobson, if anyone would like to listen to that. I feel like EastEnders are like the other soaps don't have as good of a cliffhanger sound, because Corrie's like.
It's not Corrie, it's Emmerdale.
Oh yeah, What's Corrie? Oh yeah, Corrie's. Yeah, because he stands it, be like, "You ain't my mother." Yes, I am. Doof, 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 doof.
I remember
Whereas
seeing that
Corrie,
live.
yeah, bloody hell. Whereas Corrie's like, "You ain't my mum. I bloody am." Ba, 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 ba. It's not the same impact, is it? I think Corrie needs something as good as the Duff Duffs.
Well, Corrie's not. I don't know. It's very enjoyable to watch.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's about a lovely town in Lancashire. Yeah. Would you rather live in Weatherfield or Albert Square?
Weatherfield, a million times over.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Albert Square's horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
yeah.
And also,
Weatherfield does look nice. The cobbles.
move to Weatherfield immediately. Get a job at David Platt's salon.
Does he have a salon?
Probably.
Probably. Work at the knicker factory or at the Rovers.
Your mind goes straight to the knicker factory. Bloody hell.
Bloody yeah. It's probably not Mike Baldwin's anymore. He's been dead about 20 years.
Right.
Doing this now.
How many?
Not how many. We've hardly discussed anything.
Go on.
How many? I haven't even gone through the chapter.
I thought you were like nattering on because you had nothing left to say.
No, I'm just having a conversation with you.
Oh, is that what that was? I was like, oh, this guy's mentioning Mike Baldwin's knicker factory because he's got no notes.
I've got 3 pages of notes.
Oh, come on then, whittle them off.
Here we go. Right, no, have some respect. I've spent an hour writing these. Whittle them off. I'll whittle you off in a minute.
Have some respect. Have some respect. You must respect me, the man in Germany, on a beautiful sunny day, who's got his shutters down so no light can get in, so we can enjoy the artificial light, and you can have respect for the man with the flies circling his head. Please.
Thank you. I demand respect. Now,
people ask me now, who do you respect, Tom? Oh, I respect this lad in Germany. There's a fly circling his head, and he got excited when a box came to his house with his dirty laundry in it. Great. That's who I respect.
Great. So Harry's doing the Quidditch trials, right? And everyone's turning up. And Hermione says to him, "Harry, everyone's here because you've never been more interesting or fanciable." Do you think it's because people like danger? The idea that someone's in danger.
People like a bad boy.
Oh yeah, bad boy.
Think of all the famous bad boys from history.
Raoul Moat.
Dirty Den.
Oh, Dirty Den. Dirty Den.
Stick of the Dump.
Stick of the Dump.
Roger the Dodger.
Roger the Dodger.
Plug. Fatty.
Yeah, all right. We can put the Bash Street Kids under one umbrella. Same with the numbskulls. Yeah, people.
That always reminds me
boy, don't they?
The Little Britain sketch where Marjorie Dawes is like, right, what do we get cravings for? And someone goes, chocolate. I sit on the board, chocolate, very good. Anything else? Someone goes, chocolate biscuits. And she's like, well, we've had chocolate, so fine, chocolate biscuits.
It all goes under one category, the Bash Street Kids.
But they've cut Fatty and Plug out of the Bash Street Kids. Are you aware of this?
No, why have they cut out Fatty and Plug?
Why the fuck do you think?
It's not very inclusive, chucking them out because of that.
One of them's called Fatty, and the other one is called Plug.
But why is he called Plug?
Because he's Plug Ugly.
Oh. Oh dear. Why not just keep them in it and give them different names? Like Platty and Fug.
Fug, you think that's better? My name's Fug. Why? Because I'm fugly.
We're not platty. Anyway, suddenly Harry Potter is the belle of the ball. Would you like that at school to be have all that attention on you?
If you've got all these notes to rattle through, you can't say a sentence. You go like this. You got this. Cormac McLagan missed a save. Would you like that at school to miss a save? That's not anything to say.
Right, he just wants me to read what I've written and then say wham bam thank you ma'am.
Read the best bits. I read the best bits. I make a load of notes and I read the best bits.
Alright. That was one of the best ones.
Do I wish I was belle of the fucking ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was belle of the ball.
That's fantastic. Is Hermione, because Hermione's giving Harry lots of compliments.
Yeah.
And she's not giving Ron any compliments, is she? Do you think she's trying to make Ron a bit jealous?
Right. I flood you with compliments constantly.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm trying to make your mum jealous?
Maybe, yeah. I've thought about that.
Everything to you, you think someone's only doing something to get back at another person.
Why are you... What compliments have you flooded me with?
I tell you, you're funny.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I laugh
And
at
you said my PowerPoint was good.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been saying in job interviews. They're like, have you got any references? And I went, well, I've got a mate called Tom, and he says I'm funny, and I made a good PowerPoint once. That's nice, but it's not really helpful for the position you've applied for. Yeah?
Listen,
Okay.
I was just answering your questions.
Yeah. If you've got a problem with that, maybe I don't want this job. Right, well, we're going to stop the interview there.
Oh.
Bit rude, aren't you?
Bit rude.
I cannot believe you are.
Interviewer saying that. Bit rude, aren't you?
Bit rude, aren't you? Harry's bought this new potions book, and I can't believe it's 9 galleons. I looked it up, and apparently J.K. Rowling said that 1 galleon is about £5. I can't believe this high school book's worth about 45 quid.
How much were your uni textbooks?
I didn't have to get any. Every lecture, every module, you got given lecture notes. We didn't need any textbooks.
Well, my course I had to get uni textbooks, and they may be all unread, but I still had to buy them.
Yeah.
And they're all like 45 or more, and to keep making money on them so people don't buy old ones or used ones, they release a new version of them all every year.
That's nasty, isn't it? The money grabbing so-and-sos. Well, I suppose it's because the market's not very big. Because if I write Mr. Bump, there's loads of kids that are going to buy that, so I can sell it for like £3, £4. But I suppose if you're writing, I don't know, Portuguese law in the 1870s, then there aren't going to be that many people that buy that, only people studying that. So that's how you have to make your money, I suppose, don't you?
Mm.
But none of that in maths. We just got a PDF that you could download with all the notes on it. But I remember there was one lecturer who refused to do that, even though it was like policy that you had typed up notes. And every lecture, I think it was so that you attended the lecture, every lecture he'd hand out a sheet of paper with his handwritten notes that he'd photocopied, because he refused to type them. He's like, I don't like using computers. It's like, well, you've used one to photocopy it all, haven't you?
You think a photocopy is a computer?
Of course it's a computer. It's
Right.
a machine, isn't it?
Send me a Facebook message on it then.
Not every computer can send a Facebook message.
You looking at your watch. Hello, computer. Can you tell Martina I'll be home later than expected? Oh, this computer's not doing as I say.
Oh, naughty computer, naughty computer. Excuse me, we are in the middle of a lecture. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You naughty computer.
You're telling me there's no nutritional value in a Bombay bad boy?
You can't believe it, not even the little pea. No nutrition in the little pea. It doesn't taste or feel like a pea.
What about all this spicy gravy that's left behind?
No, nothing in that. Nothing in that. Yeah, so you saying Stan Shumpak got arrested, and Ron's like, oh, maybe he was under the Imperious curse. You can always just plead that, can't you? I think with whatever has happened, you can just say, oh, it was the Imperious curse, and get away with it. Oh, why did you stick your bare ass out of a bus window? Oh, that was the Imperious curse, Your Honour. Yeah, what Death Eater would make you want to do that?
Why did you spit toothpaste on a builder's bum? Oh, that was an Imperious curse, Your Honour.
Imperious curse. Why have you eaten 10 Bombay bad boys in 1 week? Imperious curse, Your Honour. Also, why am I under trial for that? It's criminal. Well, you could get away with anything just using that, couldn't you? Oh, I was under a spell. Well, not good. Oh, this made me laugh. So, Harry's doing the Quidditch trials, and he notices a vein pulsing in Cormac McLagan's temple, much like the one that Harry had admired in Uncle Vernon. He's admired Uncle Vernon's vein.
Oi, what do you admire about me, Harry? Your vein. That's a weird answer. That's a weird question, Uncle Vernon.
Yeah. Weird question, weird answer. I'm admiring that big pulsating vein coming out of your head. I wish I had one as big as that. It's bloody fantastic. Thank you. And finally, the two had come closer together after all those years of arguing. They bonded over his vein. Yeah, and then Hermione helps Ron. Do you think that was an act of love? Her cursing Cormac?
Yes.
Yes. Now, Hagrid, they're in Hagrid's hut. And the big... yes, there's more. And there's a big... the big drama this year is that Hagrid's pet Aragog is dying.
Yeah.
Are we running out of ideas for Hagrid-based storylines now? We've had him go to prison. We've had him meet the giants in a colony. Oh, what should we have for book 6? Mourning a spider? Yeah, all right, that'll be Hagrid's main storyline for book 6. Grieving for a spider.
Okay, let's jump on this with you. Grieving for a spider. Book 7. Hagrid. All his clothes have rotted away, and he can't find any more animals to kill to make new clothes.
Yeah. Hagrid gets a big package, doesn't think that it's his missing suitcase, sends flowers to his mum, has to send them back.
Hagrid gets a mobile phone.
And that'll be a good one. Ooh, my fingers always hit 2 buttons at once. I've had to use a stylus. Very good. Hagrid's helping hand. Very good. Who knows, if she'd written more books, the storylines that Hagrid could have had. Is he alive by the end of the books?
Yes.
Yeah. He's alive. Well done you, Hagrid. Now finally they talk about this thing Malfoy's supposed to have bought at Borgin and Burke's. Because in the newspaper it says that Arthur Weasley has been looking around Malfoy Manor. Because of Harry's tip-off, and nothing was found.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, nothing could have got into Hogwarts. And then Harry's like, well, I think Hermione's like, well, if it's not the Malfoys and it's not a Hogwarts, then it isn't anything. They don't have anything. Oh, yes, there's no way the Malfoys couldn't hire a self-storage unit and keep it there. Why are the only two options Malfoy's house and Hogwarts? As if they can't stick it in some garage somewhere.
I know, or put it in that bag that Hermione's got in the 7th book.
Yeah, put it in that bag that Hermione's got in the 7th book. 7th book? Yeah, they're not thinking outside the box. And I think they should. Right. That's all that I've got written down. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Right. How many Cormac McLaggens are you giving this chapter out of 5?
I enjoyed this chapter, a bit of Quidditch. I thought the Quidditch trials were amusing. I liked all the people who weren't very good at Quidditch or there for other reasons. And I liked the controversy with Hermione helping Ron. I wonder if he'll find out about that. I thought it was all bloody good stuff. We got a bit of Hagrid action. Bit boring his storyline, I think, but I'm going to give it 4 Cormac McLaggens out of 5.
Right. For me, I think this chapter lacks substance. I couldn't be bothered with it. Every character annoyed me. Aragog should have died sooner. He's a disgusting, horrible spider. I'm going to give this chapter 1 Cormac McLaggen out of 5.
Oh, scathing.
Okay, are you ready for this week's edition of Quiz?
Yeah.
Okay, question 1. What subject is Harry continuing to excel in?
Potions.
Yes. Where was Stan Shumpipe arrested?
Where was Stan Shumpike arrested? In the Leaky Cauldron.
Correct. Whose mother was found dead?
Well, Hannah Abbott.
Okay, question 4. How many goals did Ron score? Or save?
He saved 5 goals.
Correct. And question 5. What did Cormac McLaggen eat for a bet?
Oh no. He ate... Oh, this is annoying because it's somewhere in the back of my brain. Cormac McLaggen once ate... Oh, it's going to really annoy me. A flobber worm.
Oh, a pint of doxy eggs.
Oh, a pint of doxy eggs.
Unfortunately, because Kirkby, you've lost the quiz. Oh yeah, I should do an outro song. Normally I do quiz song. Let me think. All we hear is radio quiz, radio quiz, radio quiz. All we hear is radio quiz ga, radio quiz goo, radio qua qua. There you go.
Not one of your best.
Excuse me.
Radio quiz. Radio quiz. And now it's time for Hedwig's droppings. All we hear is Hedwig's droppings. Hedwig's droppings. All we hear is Hedwig's droppings. Hedwig's droppings are coming to you.
You're driving me mental, man. You're driving me mental.
Right. Well, we've just got some babies to welcome. And the first baby is none other than... It's a baby Harry, and it's Daniel. Maybe it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Well, that's not Hedwig's droppings, baby story.
Yeah, it is. It's part of Hedwig's droppings, isn't it?
No, it's not. That's a different thing. So you've got
Jury's out on that one.
So you got no messages?
No, I've got no messages this week.
Why are you starting that?
What? I thought this was part of it, the baby stories.
Right.
It's always in my head, part of Hedwig's droppings.
I was getting back to sit. I was getting ready to sit back and relax, and listen to you tell people go. Listen to you read stories of people going. My partner hates me listening to the Pottervision podcast because I can't stop saying Bombay Bad Boy morning, noon and night.
Well, if you want to relax, I could read a bit of my book for you if you like.
No. Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
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 Daniel, you are on a submarine. You are under attack. The captain comes and finds you, and he says, I know you're very young, and you're a baby, but you have to help us defend this submarine. This is what happens when you throw me into the baby stories without any preparation.
Sorry.
Right, let's continue with it. Daniel, you're on the submarine and you're under attack. The captain comes out and he said, Daniel, we don't know what to do. You must help us. I know you're a baby, but we're all out of options.
Yeah.
You say, fire the missiles. The captain looks at you and he goes, Daniel, that's mental. We are under attack by a rare species of whale. Right? Daniel says, we're doing it anyway. And he says, I can't be the one to press the button, Daniel. Daniel sits in the missile-firing seats and he points the submarine at the whale that is attacking him.
Oh. Hello, I'm Whale.
You're the Welsh whale, yeah?
Yeah, I'm the whale from Wales.
What business do you have attacking me?
Well, you've come into my habitat. I'm scared that you're going to hurt my babies.
Are those your babies right there?
Yes, these little tykes here. I'm very proud of them. Oh,
3 missiles
you've come
fired.
and killed everyone.
The whale starts to attack.
Oh, right. Take that.
Are you throwing your shit at us?
Yes, eat it.
That's disgusting. The baby finds the biggest missile there is and shoots it into the whale's stomach. The whale explodes. Daniel, welcome. Mwah, 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 mwah. This has been the Pottervision podcast.
Oh, yes, it's been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We finished our tour now, but Tom's going to be in Edinburgh all month. Do you want to tell them when and where and how?
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Tom Lawrence in Edinburgh, something will come up. Next time, we'll be on episode 147, A Maximum Break. I'll be on chapter 12 of book 6, Silver and Opals. You have been a very attentive Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been the man throwing his whale poo, Lucas Kirkby.
Goodbye.
Pottervision.
Thank you for listening to the Pottervision podcast. The music was performed by Jack Evans. If you'd like bonus content and to support the show, you can visit patreon.com/Pottervision.